But at any point, when he turned, or when he shifted, or when he ran, did he reach for the weapon after the initial contact, you know what I mean?
You could see him either holding or reaching for it.
But it could have been his waistband at the same time.
It was, you could see the weapon in his waistband.
Right, and he's reaching in that direction.
So he's running, then he has it in his hand, and he's running with it in his hand.
Oh, so he's running with it in his hand.
Running in his hand. And so, if you're the officer, you might get something like this. And so this is what we're trying to figure out, is that.
Okay.
So our discussion here is going to be, our community discussion should be switched from no gun, shot in the back, to the point is, we need something more to understand why he's shot and should he have shot.
Did he ever train the gun on the pursuing officer?
Never had if he was, he never had that opportunity. That's why the officer likely fired when you look at his statement.
And the gun could be some type of jury-rigged hybrid.
I'm willing to guess, look how easy it broke apart. It's a real weapon.
Right.
It's a real weapon, and this thing may be a ghost gun.
Which is, just define that for us.
Where you have a part of the gun that you may obtain the bottom part, and the top part may not have any serial number, or in fact, is stolen from somewhere. You put two guns together. So we're probably going to guess this is likely a ghost gun. And when you write about ghost guns, you do a little research on it to find out more about the details of a ghost gun, so you feel familiar with it. So this is the concern that caused our entire weekend to be where it's at as a community, the entire shifting of where we are with the social movement that has descended on Pasadena, and where we're going to go from here.
The shooting is unjustified, but it certainly seems a far-fetched to believe he had this gun. When you looking at this video, you seeing all these people. Nobody sees the gun, not even the officer chasing him alleges that he saw him throw a gun. But then the 7th officer on the scene here comes up and he miraculously finds a gun that all these people who were around didn't see. You look at it for yourself. That's what we're saying.
Looking at the video that Pasadena Police provided to the public to justify their version, as soon as Anthony started to run, the officer went like this with his hand on his gun. What does that tell you?
He was about to shoot first and ask questions later. He was going to shoot first and ask questions later. It was intended, and sometimes, most of the time, these officers know the person their target. Sometimes it's an orchestrated hit. Okay? So that's all I'm able to say about that right now, so I'm able to word it differently because I know a little bit extra stuff. But sometimes they go after me because it's a hit. You know, and they did a hit squad. You got Officer Matthew Griffin, who was part of the Kendrick McDade murder, but he's also a part of Reginald J.R. Thomas's murder. So why are we going to keep letting this man patrol our community? He has 2 murders under his belt.
And for those viewers who hear what Jasmine is saying, we had Kendrick McDade, 19-year-old. He was shot and killed by the Pasadena Police.
Matthew Griffin and Jeffrey Newman.
And then in 2017, we lost Reginald Thomas he wasn't shot, but he was killed by the Pasadena Police.
He was choked. He was hogtied, he was beaten, he was spit on in front of his 6 children.
And none of these officers were terminated.
Nope.
None of them were prosecuted.
Nope.
None of them were, to my knowledge, even were they suspended for any.
Nope.
So, with this particular case involving Anthony McClain, it gives the viewers, the community, and it makes the city now be put right in the spot of being accountable because we got video. And we got video from the very inception at the point where they were stopped moving forward. And because now we have a conflict with their story, which one is the right one? The video or their story?
The video. And we also know that Chief Perez, if somebody was harboring a fugitive, they would be prosecuted too, right? And now Chief Perez is harboring a fugitive. They are hiding evidence, right? All those are crimes. So with those being said, that's why we want him fired and prosecuted as well. We're asking people to sign that petition.
All right. And with that being said, this is Alan Shea signing off with Jasmine. I want to thank you. Can I get a hug for you?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All power to the people.
And this is what community is all about. And hopefully you folks who are watching this enjoy today's show and certainly became educated about the process, because when you only see one side of it, trust me, it's easy to be influenced or persuaded by what you heard. But today you got both sides, so thank you. All right.
So the officer fired likely because he was worried the individual was probably going to turn to fire at him. We are part of what has occurred. We were the officers that shot that bullet that took their son's life. We are responsible and accountable for that event that happened.